Thank you, Ian, and good evening, everyone. It's an incredible spot, don't you agree? It's wonderful. You know, as BCIT looks to its future, it seems appropriate tonight that our theme is really about an evening of infinite possibilities. Possibilities, as Jack mentioned, for our students, for our faculty and instructors and staff, and for you, our alumni, 170,000 alumni, and our important industry partners who are so critical to us. Many of you are in the room tonight. Thank you for dedicating this evening to our celebration. Possibilities. Possibilities we can achieve together here in our own province, across the country, and indeed in our world. The future is unwritten, and it is limited only by our imagination and our skills. Last year, we held our 50th anniversary gala at our aerospace campus, and many of you were there. It was a wonderful evening. Tonight's just as magical in a different way, because we begin to celebrate the next 50 years, a new era for BCIT. It seems so appropriate that we start by celebrating with a new era of award recipients. They are the stars tonight, and you'll be hearing a lot more about them as the evening unfolds. Thank you, all the award recipients, for being part of BCIT's past, present, and more importantly, helping us move into the future. I invite each of you to play a role in our shared future. If there's one thing we know about the future, it's that it'll be different than it is today. Our world is changing at unprecedented and disruptive speed. New technologies, including artificial intelligence, advanced robotics, IT innovations, for example, all of which we're working on right here at BCIT. That is driving disruption. To be ready to lead in this new world, BCIT must continue to acquire new knowledge, discover and adapt to changing technologies, and embrace new ways of thinking. By doing this in lockstep with each of you, our industry partners, today's and tomorrow's employers of the future, and innovators, together we will be successful. Why? A great question, because talent, skills, and educations are the key to innovation. And I believe that people and culture are the key to innovation success for any organization. Whether it's the incredible faculty that we have here at BCIT, or the passionate teams that many of you have established and are building. Not only is innovation critical to future success, if we ignore it, we do so at our own peril. Just think, the average lifespan of a high-performing Standard & Poor's ranked company in 1935, if you can think back that far, was 90 years. Today, the average lifespan is less than 15 years. Here's another one. In 10 years, it's predicted that 40% of today's Fortune 500 companies will no longer exist, 40%. This means that almost half the companies that drive today's global economy will be gone within a decade. Companies like Kodak, Nokia, and Blockbuster are ones that we're well familiar with, just to note a few. But yet, and there is a yet, continuously innovative companies like Apple, Google, Microsoft right here, Amazon, and Facebook, to name a few, boast the world's biggest market caps among today's public companies. BCIT is uniquely and strategically poised to help our students and you, our industry partners, not only survive this disruption, but also lead and thrive into this newly and rapidly changing environment. Why? BCIT provides our students with outstanding applied education that will ready them for successful careers on graduation. But we don't stop there. We understand that talent for demand and demand for talent is endless. And finding talent is one of the biggest challenges leaders face today. Let me assure you that addressing the talent and developing talented workforce is nothing new for BCIT. Producing industry-ready graduates has been our focus for 51 years, since BCIT was created as the province's Polytechnic Institute, preparing future employees for both large and small employers across key sectors. And we've broadened our scope and work to not only be for BCIT, but also for Canada's employers. Our graduates have job-ready practical skills and the knowledge, intuition, and passion to be the leaders of tomorrow. Annually, we have approximately 50,000 students attending our 5 campuses in the Lower Mainland now. The only way to develop and instill these important skills to both students in preparation for their industry role is for you in industry to work side by side with our students. It truly provides the students with real-world experience, and it provides you as employers with an opportunity to have a positive, meaningful, and real-time impact on their future and your future employee, ultimately giving a contribution to them. With this successful model, I believe we will continue to have a positive impact on the economy of our province. Let me just share a few examples. A few of our graduates who've hit that mark, many of whom are in the audience. Don Kane, President and CEO, Canfor Corporation. I know you're here. Jill Kropp, News Director, Global BC. Mark Wolverton, President and CEO of Lush Handmade Cosmetics. Margot Tom, Deloitte Chief Talent Office, New York. Darren Hunter, Head of Equity Training, Canaccord Genuity, Toronto. Sandra Wilson, Founder, Robbie's Footwear. Gillian Finlay, Host and Reporter, CBC's The Fifth Estate. Daryl Plested, Senior Client Partner, Korn Ferry, Hong Kong. I could go on all night. We have over 170,000 alumni. Our graduates are everywhere, they're job ready, and they're ready to move forward and contribute to the society that where they're placed. But let's just focus provincially for a minute. In 2014 alone, BCIT contributed over $750 million to BC's prosperity in the areas of transportation, building, manufacturing, health, and the business and tech sectors. Our outstanding educational programs in these areas are sought nationally and around the world. We have program partnerships with public and private post-secondary institutions in Brazil, Chile, China, India, South Korea, and Vietnam, just to name a few. Now, we choose those post-secondary partners carefully to ensure that we deliver the same high caliber and practical applied education to all of our students, no matter where they live or study. Our brand of quality and relevance is critical to our ongoing success, and it is something we will absolutely not compromise. In addition to our outstanding educational programming, BCIT creates and delivers innovative solutions to organizations big and small. Our applied research team works closely with industry partners and with our students to break barriers, crack codes, forge new pathways, and discover new technologies. Actually, our applied research is in its 28th year. Let me give you a few examples. Just last year, Dr. Rob Kruger in our Faculty of Critical Care Nursing won the prestigious Apple Award for cutting-edge healthcare teaching technologies that were developed right here at BCIT. In our Center for Cybersecurity, Dr. Aaron Hunter is working with our industry partners to solve security issues ranging from military use to personal health data to information technology to to utilities. Our applied research faculty are also developing portable diagnostic units for med lab testing in remote locations, like the backcountry of India or Venezuela. Today, healthcare workers in those locations have to wait weeks for results, but with these backpack-sized units, they'll get results immediately. It's not only a game changer, it's a lifesaver as well. We all know coal is fraught with issues, and we need new sources of heat for manufacturing. Another BCIT team is working to use wood waste as a viable substitute for coal, with no need to retool ovens or other equipment. Am I impressing you yet? They're impressive. Dr. Shannon Kelly, Program Head in Communications, and Saw Joseph, our BCIT Indigenous Service partner, have co-founded Diversity Services Project, grounded in Indigenous education. They're creating a model for enhancing diversity at BCIT and beyond, and they'll host over 40 workshops and launch mentoring and networking programs across Canada using a digital diversity map. Marina Conley, Faculty Director at BCIT's Center for Architectural Ecology, is a leader, a true leader in the study of how green roofs and living walls can reduce noise in the city and introduce natural sound to enhance soundscapes and health. Now, you might wonder why we highlight that, but for someone working in a machine or metal shop, the noise created by the grinding and the welding is equivalent to standing beside a jet taking off. Her work will be so helpful to our own trade schools and industry, but across various industries as they move forward. BCIT's innovation and stories are infinite. So many of our successes start with partnerships and entrepreneurial spirit. A topical example of this is our entrepreneurial spirit is Scott Jacob, who is here tonight. Can you stand, Scott? Scott Jacob, our BCIT alum. There you are. All right. Scott, the reason I did this for you, unknowingly, is because Scott is the 2016 Pacific EY Entrepreneur of the Year Award winner, an alum of BCIT in construction category. He and his brothers have taken that spirit and moved it forward. Congratulations. So we're focused on encouraging and supporting our students and alumni at BCIT. Next year, we'll be launching an initiative called Spark, where students will work side by side with high-tech startup entrepreneurs. We'll be repositioning the downtown campus with an industry meetup space, our initial entrepreneurial space. But you'll hear more about that as we launch our capital campaign. These are but a few examples of how we will embrace disruption for the benefit of our great province and country together. Let's take inspiration and a lesson from those disappearing Fortune 500 companies and embrace success and innovation. Let's seize infinite possibilities. It's possible. It requires focus, determination, and collaboration. So as you enjoy your dinner tonight, I invite you to have a chat about how you can work with us at BCIT. We want to be your partners. We're happy you're here. How can you help us and we help you? Thank you so much.